Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. If you are joining us for the first time, my name is T of Crumpets Tea and Sewing here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. Welcome. In today's video, I am going to be sharing with you all my top favorite matching sets. So if you have been following me for some time, you know I have been really getting into making a lot of matching sets. Like, I am a fanatic when it comes to making matching sets. They are like one of my favorite types of things to sew. I really love the joy that I get out of making a top and a skirt to go together, especially a skirt, because I love skirts, and then also I feel like they go together really well on my body. And so today I'm going to share with you my top favorite matching sets that I have in my Me-Made wardrobe, and then I'm also going to give you a few tips on how I decide to select two different patterns, a top and a bottom, to go as a matching set. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Simplicity S9109 and the Butterick B6710. This is the floral cream vintage fabric that I used for a Minerva make. And oh my goodness, this is probably my favorite matching set in my wardrobe right now. It's just such a beautiful drapey set. I love the drape of the top. I love the drape of the skirt. I love the fact that it's a wrap skirt and it's just so easy to put on. I love the fact that there's buttons going down the center front of the garment for the top. I love the V neckline. I really like the nice sleeves, because the sleeves aren't really close fitting, but they're not very voluminous either. So it's just like the perfect shirt for me. I really love that shirt pattern. Although I do want to do a few adjustments on that Butterick pattern. For the most part, I feel like it's a decent shirt that I have there, and I really love the matching set. The other matching set that I really love that I just recently made is the Lottie Blouse and the new Look N6623. So this was also another Minerva fabric. So this is a green and black polka dotted polka dot fabric, and it's just such a beautiful fabric. This is a viscose fabric, so again, really nice, really drapey. Although I had some issues with the original Lottie Blouse pattern, I was able to modify the neckline, which was one of the issues that I had with the pattern when I was sewing it, and I just love it. I love this top. I love the tie, the pussy bow tie, and I have been searching for a pattern for a couple of years now that I could actually make that have like this really nice classic tie around the neckline, and I really love this top. The skirt it's nothing to write home about. It's a really basic skirt that has one pattern piece, and you cut that pattern piece out twice, so you're working with essentially two pieces for your skirt, and that's it. And so it's a really basic, beginner friendly skirt. It was all I had to work with for my skirt. If I had more fabric, I would definitely have made the Simplicity S9109, which is that wrap skirt, or I would have made another Simplicity wrap skirt that I had in mind that had a floral, not a floral. Why do I keep saying floral today? It has a flounce at the bottom of it, and I'll pop the image up here so you can see what that looks like. So I had some ideas in mind about the different types of skirts that I would have made if I had enough fabric, but I just didn't have enough fabric to do both. However, I do like the way that the two came out, and it's one of my fave in my wardrobe. The next set that I've made is the Butterick B6814 and the Butterick B6749. This was actually a fabric that was sponsored by Fabric Mart Fabrics, and it's a black and white floral fabric. It is such a beautiful fabric. This is also a rayon fabric. It has lots of movement. I love the skirt because it's very full. The only thing about the skirt does not have gathers. You're actually easing the tiers in. So it's a 3-tiered skirt, but the skirt, the different blocks for each tier does not have any gathers in them. And so I was a little bit bummed about that. I thought it would have been such a beautiful, beautiful skirt if I could have got gathers in them. However, it's so full and so nice. You can't really tell anyway. And so if you had gathers in them, I don't think that you would have been able to tell that the skirt had that the gathers in them very much, just because it's so full and drapey. I really love the skirt. I love the top. It has a flounce around the neckline, which is really cute. And it has these really nice loose sleeves. So again, not very voluminous, but loose enough that you can reach up, reach down, and don't have to have those issues there with your sleeve. So really love this outfit as well. Next is the Patina Blouse and the McCall's M7834. Now the McCall's pattern is not a skirt pattern. It is a dress pattern, but I use the skirt out of that pattern, and then I just created my own waistband. And then that Patina Blouse that I made, I recently made that as well, and I made another version of that, which was the leaf print viscose fabric that I used for my Thanksgiving top. Really, really love this set here. I chose the fabric is a voile, and it's a mustard colored voile. It comes up on camera and also in pictures as a yellow color, but it's actually mustard. It has these floral details, white floral details going throughout the fabric. And then you have a hint of blue on some of the leaves on the fabric. Such a gorgeous, gorgeous fabric. It's very lightweight. It's just so, so fun to wear. So it's definitely like for fall and also for summer, because it's a voile fabric. And so you could definitely wear this like in the earlier parts of the fall, and even the later parts of fall. I could just throw on some tights underneath of this and I'm ready to go. It's just such a fun outfit, and I really love that outfit. The next outfit that I made is the New Look 6437 and the New Look 6808. Another fabric that is sponsored by Minerva. I love this fabric. It's a mauve color fabric, and it has floral details on the face of the fabric. You have red and cream floral details. It's just such a beautiful fabric. This is also a very lightweight cotton fabric, similar to a voile, but I don't think it is quite a voile. It's like, I think that one was a cotton lawn, but it's such a beautiful fabric. Even though it has a slightly stiff drape, you can still see the beauty in the dress. It still has a little bit of folds that you can see on the skirt pattern, and it has the benefit of also, because it's a little bit stiffer, that top is more structured, and so you don't see, it's not draping or anything like that, which I think is a really great look for the two. It's just such a fun make. I wore this maybe 3 or 4 times already, mostly to church, but I really, really love this outfit, and I paired it with these beautiful red kitten heels that I purchased from a local thrift shop. So this is one of my favorite go-to sets when I am going to church. Another set that I really like is the McCall's M7253 and the Butterick B4685. Now this set I made about 1.5 years ago. It was one of the first sets that I have made when I started getting back into making a lot of sets. And this fabric was a Floral Dreams cotton sateen fabric. The skirt and the top, they are different fabrics, although they are from the same collection. So the top is a voile and the skirt is a cotton sateen. And the cotton sateen fabric is just so nice. It's structured. It's a structured fabric. And so it's more for like drapes It has some weight to it. And so it's more for like your drapes or for your structured pants, jackets, things like that. And I made this beautiful skirt out of the McCall's M7253, which is a T pattern of mine. You have pleats on the front and the back of the skirt, which is really nice. And so because the fabric is so structured, it's really nice for the pleat details on this skirt. So I really like the skirt. I like the way that the outfit turned out. And I have worn this, oh, I can't even count how many times I have worn this since I've made it. It's another go-to of mine when I'm going to church. And then lastly, I made the Brumby skirt. So I made several versions of the Brumby skirt. So I made a fall colored one with, I think it's kind of like a rustic brown with some floral details on the face of the fabric. And then I also made another Brumby skirt with a red crimson fabric, again with floral details going throughout the fabric. So I like both of those skirts, and I like the outfits I've created with them. And then the tops that I've used for the set, to create the set, is the Burda, I believe it's 6220. If that's not correct, I'll make sure that I correct it here. And that Burda pattern is actually a dress pattern, but I shortened it so that I can get a top out of it. It also has a flounce around the neckline, which is really nice. And I think it's very feminine and very elegant. And I really like that top pattern. It's definitely one that I would wear mostly in the summer because it has that short sleeve, that short grown on sleeve. So I really like the two matching sets that I was able to create with these two patterns as well. Okay, so now that I have shared with you my favorite matching sets, now I can give you some tips or share with you some of the things that I do when I am creating these matching sets. So the first thing that I like to do is I like to look at the silhouette and also the patterns or the silhouette of the patterns that I am using. So for example, if I am using a top pattern that calls for rayon, viscose, challis, or any kind of drapey fabrics, then I'm going to look for a pattern that has a similar look to it, because 9 times out of 10 I'm going to be using the same fabric that I use for the top half of my body that I'm going to be using for the lower half of my body. Now there are some rare occasions, like when I made the cotton sateen, the Floral Dreams cotton sateen skirt, and then the Vol cotton Dreams top. So I had a Vol top and I had a cotton sateen bottom. But that is very rare. Sometimes I don't get fabrics of the same print but different fibers. So I always try to stick with the same type of fabric that I'm using for the top and for the bottom so I can get a similar look. So with tip 1, we're looking for the pattern, and the pattern for my top, it's going to be the same thing for the pattern for the bottom. So for tip 2, we're looking for the fabric choice, and our fabric choice for the top is going to be the same or similar for the fabric choice on the bottom, unless we want to, say for instance, get a Vol for the top and a cotton sateen for the bottom. Then we can look at different patterns. For tip number 3, for me, I love looking at inspiration pictures. So I go to Pinterest, I go to Google, I go to my favorite retail shops. I look at runway styles. I look at all kinds of inspirational pictures out there, and styles and designers and people who have the latest trends, like designers who are having the latest trends and things like that, so that I can actually look and see what their matching sets look like, so I can get an idea of how to do it successfully, because I'm not a designer and I'm not someone who is skilled in tailoring and things like that. And so I like to see these different inspirational pictures and see what designers do, so that I can actually get a look that's going to be visually pleasing for me, and then that also fits really nice and comfortable on my frame. I can't wait to see the next matching set that I make. So anyway, if you all have any tips or comments or anything like that on how to create matching sets, please leave your thoughts in the comment section below so that we can all benefit from your knowledge and from your skills. And I'm so grateful that you all tuned in today. Thank you for lending me your time and your support. And I truly, truly appreciate it. I hope you all have a happy and blessed sewing day. And until next time, stay creative. Bye.